So I have to do this in a video instead of a voice memo because I think that there's too much, it's going to be too long. So you don't have to look at my face. Just stick whatever, your phone or whatever in your drink holder, and I'll ride along with you and tell you what I got for us. So there's a healing on my friend. Here we go. And some of this stuff may seem like, oh, I already know that, or why are you telling me that? And it's just to go deeper into what you already know, like take it to a whole nother level. Okay, so first I did cards, and just a couple things I want to share is my sacred space is within me now. So like some people go to a church, or some people go to a place where they feel it's a sacred space, and I don't think either one of us do that. So now the access point is internal. So my sacred space is within me now. It'll probably make more sense as I go on. Okay, and then I want to read one of the cards. Divine Passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? If you listen to the sound of your heart and breath, you'll recognize the ancient rhythms of your own internal drumming. This forever connects you to the mother of all creation and to the sound of the planet Earth. These rhythms can't be faked or forged. They're natural and eternal. What part of you are you trying to ignore? What part of you has been overly concerned with pleasing others to the detriment of hearing the sounds of your own rhythm? Dear child, I didn't write this. Dear child, reach out and extend your arms to embrace your dreams. They're just as much a part of nature as are the trees, animals, and sunsets. Don't your own dreams deserve the same respect that you accord everyone and everything that you love? Listen to them, my child. Listen to your dreams. They'll activate the powerful eruption of passion in your life. Don't be afraid of your own passion, for it will propel you naturally and will excite and invigorate you. When you dance to the rhythms of your life, you're truly alive in all ways. So, to a large degree, you already know this. I already know that. Okay, but to see your dreams as things, as like, it's easy to love a hummingbird, you know, and a dog, goats, you know, these things are easy to love, these creatures. But when you can look at these dreams that are in your mind or in your heart and see them as like a dog or a hummingbird. So something, see it as a thing to love. What part of you has been overly concerned with pleasing others to the detriment of hearing the sounds of your own rhythm? To a large degree, you would think that doesn't fit, okay? But we do both want to like be loved, we don't want to like kind of lose people, you know. We want to keep going up, keep bringing people up. So it's not about not being honest as far as like hiding too much. It's that the more you rise, the more even hiding like a tiny bit becomes bigger. Because as you're rising, you're becoming this kind of a force, you know, that people just want in on. And when you shave off part of yourself, or you like hide a little, they're missing out on more and more. As the bigger you get, they're missing out on more and more. Okay. So don't your own dreams deserve the same respect that you accord to everyone and everything that you love? So see your dreams more as things that you love, that you want to give, the space for, to be brought in. Oh, right. Because there's a point to the dreams. All right. Make sure you're not trying to please anyone, of course, unless it's me. You could keep trying to please me all day long, and that'll be just fine. The spirits have no problem with, you trying to please me. Okay, so trying is not doing. You don't follow my group, so you haven't heard this ad nauseum. But trying is not doing, and trying is, my teacher says, expecting failure. So when people say, I'm trying, they're expecting failure. And Yoda said, do or do not, there is no try. So anything that you're, instead of trying, you may be sucking at it, but you're still doing it. So it's like me giving meditations. Sometimes I'll hear this voice in my head. It's like, oh God, this is sucking so bad. Like, you've lost them. Where are you now? Like, what are you going to say? It's like, I'm still doing it. I still am going to keep going. And then people will say, oh, that one was so good. And I'm like, really? Okay, so even if you're sucking at it, you're still doing it. So you're really good with expanding into new skills, let's say, and pushing yourself at a nice, comfortable rate. So you're doing that well. So I don't know why this would come up unless it was only for me, but that's not usually the case with us. So take whatever you can. Don't be afraid to suck, because you're so cute. You can get away with sucking, and everyone just loves it. Just makes you even more lovable. All right. Safe place to connect. Okay, so safe place to connect heart to heart, heart to heart. As soon as you find one person as soon as you find one person, one other human that you can connect with heart to heart and be vulnerable with them, the whole world changes. Most children learn at some point that they need to be quote unquote good to deserve love from their parent. They learn conditional love from at least one parent, usually at some stage of their development. Most of the time it is unintentional on the part of the parents. Okay, so like when I was little, I could talk to angels, and my mom said, don't tell people that. They're going to think you're weird. And she was right at that time, but I learned I had to keep my mouth shut and hide who I was to be safe from other people. They'd think I was weird, and I'd be shut out from the community. And, there's another story that came up here. I'm not going to say. All right. Oh, hey, don't eat any Impossible Whoppers. I was going to look up how much estrogen's actually in those things. Don't eat any of those. So if you get this, let me try that Impossible Whopper, don't do it. You don't want man boobs. Okay. Then, first station, which makes no sense to you, but it's really your relationship with yourself. Our relationship with ourself. Okay. So, hold on, clearing one thing for me that I don't think applies to you. Well, I'll tell you what mine is. All right. Fear, I'll never be happy. So in our first station for me, I had fear that I'll never be happy. Fear of letting self go very far, quote unquote, too far. But you can do that. Make your eyes big and give a deep laugh, smiling, and then come back to happy, smiley, light heart. Like you just cleared carbon off a spark plug. I don't know if you've ever done that. There's an airplane thing. Flying Cessna 152s, they would run rough, and so you had to lean the mixture, and it would burn really hot and rough, and then you'd hear it just like all of a sudden blow the carbon. It would burn the carbon off, whatever that was, and then it would come back to normal. So that's like this. When you're in it, when you're doing your thing and you're in it. Give yourself permission to go too far, and then make your eyes big and deeply laugh, smiling, and then come right back. Because, all right, so running the Cessna 152, running it hot for a few seconds, burns off the carbon. Like that would be like you quick venture, a little venture too far, a little quick, can actually help you be more smiley, more lighthearted. And then you can say like, I decided I'd never do that again. Like something in a funny way. Being completely real will actually make us more trustworthy, because sometimes people can feel a holding back as a lying by omission type thing. And in these days, this coming decade, like starting now, people are going to be becoming more intuitive. Over the next 7 years, not all, of course, but those who are craving authenticity. So things that may be coming out or whatever, and they feel like they've been lied to, or that the world isn't the way they thought. Those kinds of people, when they start coming into like, oh my God, I can't believe that was happening all this time, right? Stuff like this, I feel like I was lied to, things like this. Those people are going to be craving authenticity. Those are going to be the people that like get it, get what you do, get what I do. They're going to get it. Like, we may not have the exact same audiences, but they are definitely overlapping to a certain level. So, but those people craving authenticity, by you going, giving yourself permission to go a little too far, and then like bringing it back in a powerful, happy, lighthearted way, but quickly. And you know what I'm talking about, and you've done it before, but you did it in a more methodical way. You did it more in a slow way. This is more like, push it and then bring it back quickly to funny and light and big, like go right back to big. So it's almost like I want to say, you go to like a dark place, but like quick, and then you bring it right back up. Okay. So not everyone's going to be craving authenticity, right? Some people are going to be moving towards what I call, Alexa wipe my ass, the fake ease in their lives. Others, the ones I'm talking about, will feel too weird about that way, and they'll be attempting to move back towards real. They'll be like wanting to decrease the screens, not increase the screens, not increase Alexa, pick my nose, all that. So it'll be the opposite. They'll be like, well, this is what's going on here. Like, I don't feel good anymore. They might get, diagnoses or whatever. All right, so decrease in screens and increasing in meditation, decreasing normie mainstream culture, increasing in thinking for themselves, open to building real intuition no matter how scary it is. They won't be able to help themselves. The more real and authentic you and I get, the more you'll draw these people out. And they are the salt of the earth. They are the ones you want. They will trust you and hear you and get you. They will respect your boundaries and their own. They won't clamor. So you have like a clamor culture that those people that need more than you really want to give are the clamorers, and the salt of the earth people won't clamor. They're gonna just pure love, pure love for you. Okay. Second station is our like significant other relationships. We are so loved by our people. They really want us to be so happy and feel good about what we're doing. They, our partners, people, are good. So they remind us that who we really are is good. So trust our instincts, what we want, who we are, how it comes is good. And I got Roto-Rooter probably smells bad, but it does great work. So stuff may come through us. It may stink too, but it's still doing great work. Sometimes disgusting someone for half a second wakes them up. Like some comedians, Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, George Carlin. Looking to our partners, loving us, gives us permission to be even more true to who we are and how things come through us. Okay. So you're like I said, you're doing a great job with this, and And just look at your partner and you see that love there, and you know that's a good person. And so that person loving you is like cheering you on, even if it's not verbal. It's like in the eyes, like, you know, just wanted you to be happy. So you know you're a good person that way. You know you're a good person, but okay, you get it. All right, third station is if you ever have kids, just love them, teach them that the love they give you back is plenty, that you don't need more from them than they willingly provide. Okay, you know, we talked about something from your childhood. I think it was like 2 years ago. We talked about something. I was like, there's an obligation being created for you that I don't think serves, because you have a big path. So if you ever have kids, just remember what that was like, and remember how as an adult you were like, I'm feeling like I have to, not that I get to. So remember, when you have kids, if you have kids, just love them, teach them that the love they give you back is plenty. You don't need more from them than they willingly provide. Create a big ease and freedom in your relationship with them and support their creativity. That's not going to be a problem for you, but you might have to just keep that in your mind. Like, am I questioning their creativity? Like that, just support. Okay, fourth station is our families. We want to be happier than our families, and it is available to us. Just keep in mind that those people we call family are just the ones in the closest proximity to us when we were half naked in diapers. Now our quote-unquote family is huge, and we keep them all over the world. So I used to teach 3 to 5-year-olds how to meditate, and I got help from Archangel Michael. One of the first things he said, was, can grown-ups throw tantrums? And the kids were like, no. And the answer was, yes, they can. The second thing was, as a human being, it's your job to love other human beings. To the extent that we don't love others, we hurt ourselves. It's most apparent in our family relationships, but that just makes the case more clearly. Okay, and then I have a story about me in here. I don't think that you need to know. Basically, I'll boil it down for you. Self-esteem becomes irrelevant as we become more truly who we are. We don't need self-esteem. Okay, and then Neem Karoli Baba, more important to feel, I am deeply and completely loved, accepted, and supported by Prime Creator than it is to feel I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So more important to feel the energy around you. So when you do your thing, and when you're walking around and you're having your adventures and stuff, and even right now, just feel the air, around you, caressing you. I am deeply and completely loved, accepted, and supported by, and then whatever you say, Prime Creator, Spirit, Universe, whatever you say, if you say anything. Okay, good. And then Christian people say, God, I'm your hands in the world. So in alignment with a Prime Creator, and I'm not trying to get all Bible-y on you, but it just makes the easier point, okay? For me, it makes it easy. I don't go to church or anything, I've said that, but like the Bible says, made in the image and likeness of God. Well, since we all look different, that must mean that in the image and likeness of God, that must mean that who we are is something deeper than the meat suit details, which are also different. And if God is a creator, then we must be too, which is the law of attraction. So I know you don't have any time to learn law of attraction, but I do want to send you that. There's a 68, there's a video in 68 seconds. 68 seconds. All right, I'll try and send that to you. Okay. Okay, and then the fifth station is the world at large. Instead of putting up with whatever the world is now, we can give people the idea, the inspiration. By holding a higher vibration, we inspire people to create the world we actually want instead of just living in and looking at what has already been created. What do we like? What do we like? Love, freedom, joy. Create more by being that. Love, freedom, joy. So love 500, look at your cup. Joy 540, which is healing. Freedom is really, that's 700 and above. So freedom is really what says enlightenment, but the word enlightenment has been usurped by some other groups to mean something kind of like different, let's say. All right, so freedom is really 700 and up vibration. Create more by being that. So when you're joyful, you know, just notice. And when you feel free, just notice. And when you feel loved, just notice. Just notice. You don't have to do anything. You just have to be it. Just notice it. So you bring your awareness to that. Like the world stops and all that is this joy. The world stops, all there is this freedom. Just keep breathing. Okay. What do we dislike? Hate, greed, whatever. We remove energy from those things. We discreate those. We weed them out of ourselves, and then we plant more seeds of what we desire. Most people don't understand this. It makes them mad. And me anyway. But I just forgive them, Lord. They don't know what they do. Bless, forgive, respect free will choice, and love them anyway. To disconnect from that low vibrational drama. You are good with this. Anyway, see your power of creation and keep going. So you do well, you see that you can create things. You see that you can get bigger, get larger. But now just do it, I want to say twice as much. So it's like give yourself credit. Okay, so up till now you've created and you've seen that you can create and get bigger in your own way at a certain rate. So now just take it exponential, make it exponential. So don't buy into, it took me this long to get from here to here, so in order to get from here to twice that, it's going to take that. Recognize the exponentiality of, you know, it took me like it went like this, and now just let the graph just go exponential growth. And then just focus on the support, I'm deeply and completely loved, accepted, and supported by Prime Creator. So allow the exponential growth so that you can create faster. But I don't want you to think of it as creating it faster. I want you to think of it as just allowing it. I'm not blocking it anymore. I'm not timelining it. I'm not putting it into terms of how long anything's going to take or whatever. So not timelining. I want you to think of it as I'm not going to block, let's say, my success anymore. So I want you to start looking at it as if I've been in my own way the whole entire time. Okay. All right, so see your power of creation. Keep going. I'm going to allow myself to be as big as I'm ever going to be now or tomorrow. But I'm not going to timeline it. Where is my energy going? You'll feel that you're putting energy in the wrong place because you'll feel your vibration go down. Then what you're going to want to do is stop it. Don't do that. If you feel like your energy's going down, stop. Stop doing that. All right. And then somebody said, for you in your head, the whole world smiles with me. And you know this, the whole world smiles with me. You know this, but like, be that. Be it. Be it more. The whole world smiles with me. Okay. Now on to the chakras. Okay, first chakra. Okay, Mother Earth loves and supports grounded, happy humans. The quote-unquote work we do grounds people, so she helps us do that. If you need grounding, meditate. Imagine a big bowling ball in the center of your belly button, 2 inches. I made you a picture. It was really fast. I took like 2 minutes and drew you a fast picture. But so your core is 2 inches below your belly button, 2 inches inside. So imagine like a big, huge, heavy bowling ball in there. And then imagine you're sitting in ocean water like up to your like nipples, so you can't like drown. And so the bowling ball is weighting you to the bottom of the ocean. And the water comes up to your nips, So you're like comfortably weighted, but let your body move. Let your upper body move with the water, how the water moves. You're going to love it. Okay. So like if you're sitting in ocean water, all right. All right. Second chakra. We healed a big chunk of crap in all people that we both desire that. There's so much of that worldwide. Sexual trauma. So we both want like all sexual trauma healed worldwide. So that's what we did there. Okay. So third chakra is self-esteem. Okay. Showing more authenticity is being met with more love. And you can't ask for more. So one time I tried to cut you out of my life and you said, nope. And that was very healing for me. More authenticity opens the doorway more for more love. Okay. Whether it's between us or between us and our people. And then I wrote something I thought was funny at the time. I don't want to say it now. Okay, so it's not that funny. It's funny to me, but I know it's not going to be funny if I say it out loud. It's funnier if I... Okay, no. All right. If you remember to ask me next time you see me, I'll tell you. But okay, fourth, heart chakra. Giving and receiving love. The sky is the limit, they say. The sky is the limit. Not everyone can love like we can. But don't go trying to point out those people. Some people do what they do out of agenda of hiding something and for no other reason. So don't let any behaviors, don't let any behaviors at all make you judge anyone, because it just decreases your own ability to love. It's not worth our time to judge people or deem them as this or that, including deeming them loving, okay? Because it hurts us when they show up differently. So I had this woman in Massachusetts. So my family's from Massachusetts. And someone I decided since I was a child that she was loving. I just stamped her loving. I just stamped her as a loving person because she was kind to my brother. And I had to fight for my brother. I had to fight, like fist fight. I got thrown out of Cogs Hall Park. I don't know if you know where Cogs Hall Park is, but in Massachusetts I was never allowed to go back there because I was beating some kid he was terrorizing my brother with this round thing on the playground, so I had to beat this kid up. Anyway, my brother was hard. It was hard to be his sister. I got in a lot of fights, and just leave it at that. This woman was like on my side. She was kind to my brother. So I stamped her as a child, loving, like across the board. And when was it? I think it was Columbus Day weekend. So October, I saw her and she said hateful things about, it doesn't matter, but Christopher Columbus. And I was like, I was shell shocked because I had decided she was loving. And it really like startled me, and I couldn't get over it until I realized that I had made the mistake a very long time ago stamping her as loving, because she was my ally in fighting and protecting my brother. Okay, so I would like to think that you and I will always be this close, but I have to let that go and let our relationship have the freedom to go where it's going to go. I can't hold it where it is. You know, just because it feels good, then I get afraid to be authentic with you, or you get afraid to be authentic with me at some point. So, you know, I called you out when you acted like a normie, but because I know you're better than that. It's what makes it so easy to love you now. I don't want to outgrow you or this, so I have to do that. Like when you said to me, no, friends don't do that. You and I, you know, and you said in an email, no, friends don't do that. That was true. You know, that resonated and it changed me. I had to pull over and cry behind the bank. It was healing to me because you were basically saying, I know you are better than that, or we are better than that. So it's like we have that now where we can say, no, don't. Stop. You're being a normie, or don't cut me out. That's not what friends do. Don't. So we can't stamp each other, you know, and be so sure. We have to keep allowing the freedom for the other person to show up, however they show up. So that's how you and I are going to keep growing, you know, but that's how you're going to keep growing with everybody else. So I'm just like practice, you know, and then just, I hope that makes sense. All right, because I don't want to talk about that anymore. All right. It's so incredibly cool. I can't even stand it sometimes. How we got to where we are is a miracle, really. I am so shy. I don't advertise what I do. All my clients are word of mouth. When you asked me what I did, I was so weird. You said, what do you do? And I was like, and I remember you said, that shouldn't be such a hard question. But it was weird. So, you know, it is a miracle that we are where we are. So I really, I just, it's so cool. All right, so 5th, this is the throat chakra. All right. So throat chakra is right where your thyroid is, and it's about communication, self-expression. So we know yours is amazing, right? But to keep it healthy, on the physical plane, we always choose whether we come from love or we come from fear. Okay, so if you come up to a point, or if there's something happens where you are afraid, just take a few seconds and shift it to love. Like, I love my path too much to engage in this. So, I mean, you meet so many people, and who knows what they talk about to you, right? And so you're gonna want to be pretty neutral, you know? And so make sure that you're never afraid to say something, that you always just take a second or two to shift that if you ever become afraid to say what you really think. Make sure you shift into love. And you can say, you know, in your head, I love myself too much to engage in this. The Buddhist expression is silence is the best response to nonsense. But you can also say to them, I love you too much to have this conversation, or something. I don't know. You'll figure it out. But just shift any fear in your throat chakra, communication, self-expression. Shift any fear to love. Make sure you shift all fear to love. All right. Wayne Dyer, Daily Love Resolution. All right. This seemed like a good idea when I was doing this. We're almost done. So Wayne Dyer came up with this daily love resolution. Today I will see only love, hear only love, think only love, speak only love, pray only love, and be only love in all things. I deeply and completely love myself. My heart is filled with unconditional love. I am one with the spirit of love. I am blessed and I am a blessing to all, and so it is. Amen. All right. And then another thing that Wayne Dyer, this is what I use with my little meditators too, my 3 to 5 year olds. Wayne Dyer had the orange parable, and it's when you squeeze an orange, what comes out? Orange juice, because that's all that the orange is filled with. So when you fill yourself with love, nothing but love, when you get squeezed, only love can come out. So I had fun with that with the kids. All right. Oh my God, I crack myself up sometimes. It's so dumb. Oh, so I said, I seem to love doing jobs that I don't get paid for. And so I have a money block. I was wondering if you have a money block. Let me know, because that would be next to clear. All right. All right. So mind, throat chakra, heart, all the same. So that thoughts, words, deeds, all in perfect alignment. So there's no worries. You don't have to watch what you say. So no public versus private personality or rhetoric. All still moving towards greater authenticity. So then nothing needs to be... All right, I think that's for me. All right, make all true thoughts and feelings in alignment with what you would want to say. Find a way to make it true. All right, so that's really it. 36 minutes. All right, so keep it up. You're doing great. You can text or call or whatever. I know you're busy, so. All right, love you. Have a great trip. Take it easy. See ya.